Stand by. YouTube, what's going on? If you're new here, my name is Roger. I own a company called QVO Tactical where we make holsters and gear and also film content for this channel. In today's video, we are taking a look at a 2011 that I have wanted for quite some time. Of course, I'm talking about the Staccato XL 5.4-inch optics ready model. Now, as always, I like to tell you guys how I go about getting these products in for review. If you're familiar with the channel, then you know that we've put out about 9 videos on the Staccato platform. After producing all of this content, I was able to get in touch with the Staccato marketing team. They provided me with this XL as a thank you and even engraved our company logo on the side. Big thank you to Kristen and the marketing team over at Staccato for sending this over to us. Now, before we get into the range footage, let's go over the specs of this awesome 2011. The Staccato XL is a double stack 9mm 2011 with a 5.4-inch bull barrel, 2.5-pound trigger, ambidextrous safeties, and will feature the Dawson Precision optic system. The gun will feature a front accessory rail for weapon lights like this Surefire X300 Ultra, and it will also have front serrations and window cuts. The XL model also will come with a flared mag well, 2 17-round magazines, and 1 20-round mag. Now, in regards to the optic, we decided to go with the new Holosun 509 with the Primary Arms ACSS reticle. You all know that this reticle is our favorite here on the channel. As far as mounting it though, we had to use the Dawson Precision RMR plate adapter with the included RMR adapter plate from Holosun. Currently, there is nobody making a plate for the new 509 with ACSS, as it is different dimensionally than the original 509T. This creates a stacked plate situation, which is not ideal. However, we did not encounter any issues on the range. Hopefully in the near future, we will see some new plate offerings for this optic. Now, what you guys all came here to see, the range footage. As usual, John, Jade, and I headed out to one of our shooting spots here in Vegas, and we filmed our first rounds through the gun. All right, guys, the day is here. We are finally out on the range with our Staccato XL. Again, huge shout out to Staccato. Jackie, Kristen, thanks for sending this out to us. I have it equipped with the Holosun 509, but with the ACSS Vulcan reticle in it. We have not zeroed this gun, but I want to get our first rounds through the gun on camera before we go ahead and do all that zeroing. So we got some 124s in here, shooting some paper from 7 yards out. Let's see how it feels. Here we go, first rounds. I'm just gonna shoot like 5 to 10 rounds. Here we go. Oh, man. You can like feel the whole gun come back and just right to zero. There's like nothing to it. Woo! Oh, nope, dead primer. There we go. Lock back on empty. It's crazy, like it's just such a longer slide that you can just feel the whole cycle, but kind of got crazy here. Had 2 little flyers right here, but for the most part, everything is in this, what is this? 1, 2, in this 3-inch square, 3-inch diamond. But I'm gonna have John and Jay try it out now and see what their thoughts are. But my first, I don't know, 15 rounds, feels good. All right, Jade's up now. She's gonna shoot her first rounds through the Staccato XL. Go for it.
So it feels great in the hand. Honestly, what you were saying like about the barrel length, having that kind of, I think, extra help to bring it back down to like 0, great. Honestly, it was super nice, super smooth. I had a little bit of a trigger freeze because I felt something weird, but overall really good, really fun.
Cool. All right, we got John up now. He's gonna get his first rounds to the XL. Go for it, bud.
smooth. I like it. It stays right on target. Nice.
What do you think compared to like the C2 and the P?
You definitely feel the length out there, but it's very stable.
All right, guys, coming in here to look at the group from all of us. Probably got about, I don't know, 30 to 40 rounds, and as you can see, most of the hits are going here. So I'm gonna put a new target up here, get it zeroed at 10 yards, and then we'll get to this range day. Now you'll definitely notice the extra length with that 5.4-inch barrel. I feel like it gives it a very nice balance and definitely assists with mitigating that recoil. Next up, I got the optic zeroed, and then we got to shooting. All right, guys, so I just shot the first 4 rounds doing a bench rest at 10-yard zero. As you can see, all 4 rounds are touching, so we're extremely close to zero right now. I'll bring it in a little bit, but that's just straight mounting it on and just slaving it to what I think is near the irons to begin with. I'll go over it in studio, but if you guys haven't seen the video, you have to use the 509 adapter plate to an RMR plate, so it's kind of like double stacking plates. It's not ideal, but it's the only situation that's going to work right now until Dawson or CHPWS comes out with a dedicated plate for the new 509 with ACSS, because it is a different footprint by 1 centimeter, unfortunately, and that's something we'll talk about in studio. Anyway, I'm gonna get this zeroed out, and then we'll be good to go. So we are good. It's just about covering up the center diamond. I am good with that zero. But yeah, let's get on to the range day now. All right, guys, you know we have to run our favorite drill now, the bill drill. Shooting some C-zone steel from TA target, 7 yards out for time. Here we go, stand by. Got a 192, first shot was a 118, splits of 16, 13, 16, 13, 16. Got a nice tight little group down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Definitely liking that group for how quick we were going with that cadence. I do wish it was up here, but me being a right-handed shooter and neglecting some of the fundamentals for going fast, obviously I dipped low and left. But let's shoot it a couple more times, see if we can clean that up. I got a little bit of trigger freeze, tense up my shoulders. 253, first shot was a 123, but we got splits of 15, 13, 13, 15, and then I took a 0.74 for that last round. Still a good grouping, but again, still low and left. Let's go again. A little better. Same time of 191, but cleaner shots, more up in the chest, high my right, his left. Splits of 18, 14, 15, 17. Let's go one more time. Here we go. Stand by. Woo, there we go. 186 and a nice tight group in the center there. 16, 12, 16, 14, 13. So definitely liking this gun. It's very easy to get in rhythm with that trigger. The trigger kind of is like between a P and an XC for me. So not as light as the XC, which is fun for the range, but I don't like to carry it. And the P trigger, I love it, but it's just a little bit lighter than that for me. So, but I'm digging how the XL tracks. And with the ACSS reticle and a closed emitter, that's everything I wanted in a reticle or an optic and in a handgun optic. But let's try some other drills, see how we do. Now, if you're not familiar with the ACSS reticle, then you are in for a real treat. This reticle has an outer ring that will guide you back to center. This is really great for new red dot shooters or for unorthodox positions when shooting your handgun. It's also really good for shooting on the move, as it allows you to easily track your dot when transitioning between targets. Next up, I wanted to practice some reload drills as we have a brand new mag well that needed to get broken in. Now, in my opinion, when choosing a handgun for duty use, I want something on the larger side, as I'm not concerned about concealment. With that being said, I think that the Staccato XL is a great choice for a duty gun with that longer barrel and full-size grip. The problem you may run into, though, is going to be needing a duty holster, so I decided to take the time to film this. All right, guys, so you're gonna hear me talk about in studio how this would be probably what I would want to run on duty if I was back on patrol. And of course, you would need a duty style holster, right? So we have a level 3 retention from Blackhawk, and with the XL setup, as long as you're running the Surefire X300, like I'm sure I talked about in studio, you can run this holster. This is the Blackhawk T series. So you're gonna have one retention device that's gonna deactivate the hood, and that will just drop it down. You still have the cover over the optic, and then if you push the same mechanical button, it'll then release the gun so you can come out of the holster with it. So you got your first retention there, and then you have your second with the hood. And then the same lever will activate both and come out. So I'll show this more in studio, but I'm gonna run some drills for time and just see what we can get first shots on some C-zone steel at 7 yards. Here we go, stand by. So 112, level 3 holster. Got a low shot though in the abdomen. Let's go again, stand by. Nice center chest shot in the A zone, 110. Let's go again. And there's a headshot for a 109. Let's go up here and look. So you guys just saw the first shot was abdomen, second shot. So we went, I believe, 112, 110, 109. So with 3 reps, I was able to increase the speed just by a little bit, 0.01 of a second, but very doable, guys, in a duty style holster. I love my secondaries that we make with the open tops for the range and stuff, but a lot of people have asked me because Safariland is what I used my entire career, and they're not making anything that's larger for the 2011 with optics platform that's bigger than the 4.4 Staccato P. So if you're running an XL, your department authorizes to let you do it, you can run the Blackhawk T series. You can get the level 2 or level 3 retention, and it's going to work with this setup as long as you have the Surefire X300, because that's what the retention is based off of. And again, you can definitely get your nice A-zone, good hit, center line in a very reasonable time. All right, we got Jade up now. She's actually never run a duty style holster. She's played with us a little bit doing some dry fire, but she has not run it on the range. So I'm gonna have her run it, guys, and you guys can see, not being familiar with the platform, just how easy it is to use. On the buzzer, just do some transition drills, see how your draw can be. Here we go, stand by. So we got a time of 371. First shot was a 260. So how did it feel?
Not too bad. I mean, I kind of like when we were dry fire practicing, I got familiar with where my thumb had to go. So I was just like, all right, there it is, ready to go. Cool.
We'll do some close-ups and get some more draws in. First shot, 226. There you go. First shot, 197, total 286. Let's go again. There you go. 175. Look at you.
Wow.
All right, John's had about 10 to 15 dry runs with the holster. He's going to go live now and see how he does. Here we go. 1 round on steel from the level 3 Blackhawk T series. Stand by. .208. Let's see if we can get that down a little faster. Stand by. .196. Let's keep going. Stand by. .155. Nice. Nice. 168. So obviously it's not an open top secondary, but what do you think?
Not too bad once you get the hang of it, is hitting that lever and staying on it.
Now, if you're looking for more information on those holsters, definitely recommend checking out the video that we produced on duty holsters for the 2011 platform. Now, guys, the last thing I wanted to do before we left the range was to show how this gun recoils with different grains of 9mm ammunition. I know that this gun isn't ported or compensated, however, I just wanted to film it anyways. All right, first 4 rounds, 124s. Second set of 4 147s. Last set of 4 90 grain plus P blue line from Ultimate Ammunition. Okay guys, so my overall thoughts on the Staccato XL and in the configuration that we have it set up in. I think that if I was back out on patrol, this would definitely be one of the firearms that I would be looking at in regards to duty use. I think that the trigger is a nice sweet spot where it's just a little lighter than a Staccato P, however not as light as my Staccato XC. In regards to the optic, I really like seeing a closed emitter with the ACSS reticle. I just wish that they hadn't changed the overall dimensions of the optic, making it not compatible with existing optic plates already out there. In its current configuration, I would not run this for duty as the stack plate setup is not ideal. It's okay for the range, however, I wouldn't trust it for continued and repeated use. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up our video on the Staccato XL 5.4 inch optics ready model. We hope you all really enjoyed the video. Again, big shout out to the Staccato team for sending this out to us. We greatly appreciate it. We hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up down below as that does help out the channel. If you're new here guys, consider subscribing because we post new videos every week. If you want to further support our content, please check out the Patreon link down below. Our Patreon members are a huge reason why I keep making these videos for you guys all to watch. As always, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.